5 Minutes for Men. TR Nichols here with 5 Minutes for Men. Just having a quick conversation about things that men talk about. Today I want to talk about cousins. And it's a trip. I feel like for a lot of men, some of our favorite stories often happen to do with our cousins. Experiences with our cousins. Because they're like an extended version of brothers and sisters. And if you don't have brothers and sisters and you only have cousins, they are your brothers and sisters, right? So for me, I have a ton of cousins, and my cousins cover the spectrum from some low down no goods to PhDs and business owners and things like that. Like, that's a wide spectrum, obviously, right? And for me, all of them have played some form of role in my development as a person, especially growing up and having connections with people who are all over the world, who were born and raised in different places, just having different experiences than I have for myself. My cousins, for me, have been very, very influential. Very influential in terms of how I am with my family, in terms of how I am at work. Yeah, man, I have some great cousins. One thing I would definitely like to say is I have found that I have been also just as influential on them in terms of how they are in the world and the things that we connect with. And obviously having our most common thing in common would be our families, and growing up in the families that we grew up in, and me having an understanding of my aunts and uncles through my cousins has been extremely beneficial. What I would ask is that people just share in the comments like a story about their favorite cousin, or experiences that they've had with their cousins, and how that's led them to where they are today. My cousins keep me very, very mindful of what it means to be a man in the current world that we live in. And it's funny, I would actually say that my female cousins may be more influential on me than some of my male cousins, because I am the oldest male cousin on both sides of my family, actually. On my mom's side and on my dad's side. But especially on my dad's side, I'm more in the mentor role than I am in the mentee role. But I would definitely say, reiterate, my female cousins have been very influential on me, and just giving me perspective on women in the world and how they maneuver and the things that they go through. Right? I can see a totally different world based on the love I have for them, right, and the concern I have for them in the world. How I move and how I do things is often dictated by my love for my cousins, and how they will express to me the things that they've gone through, and how I move, which also then influences how I raise my sons, right? And for them, their first cousins, they have 3 little ladies that are their first cousins, and they also have 2 male first cousins. For all of them, well, actually they have 4 female first cousins and 3 male first cousins. Those will be very influential for them. They're more influenced right now by their female cousins as well, because they're here and they see them more often than they do their male counterparts. But comment below, Let me know some of the stories you have, some of the things that you've gone through with your cousins, and how they've either influenced you in a positive or a negative way. We all have great stories about our cousins. Cousins are awesome. 5 minutes for men. Give yourselves 5 minutes to have a conversation about things that men talk about. 5 minings for men. TR Nichols.